We are counting down to the opening of The Dark Knight Rises, and we're reviewing every single live-action Batman film, and today we're going to be reviewing the 1995 Batman Forever, this time directed by Joel Schumacher. Val Kilmer takes on the Cape and Cowl this time from Michael Keaton, and this time he faces Two-Face and Riddler. So how good or bad was this film? Let's begin. After Batman Returns, Warner Brothers decided to go into a different direction with this film. They wanted a more family-friendly movie after the backlash Batman Returns received for its dark and gloomy imagery and tone. So Tim Burton was relegated to executive producer credit, and in came Joel Schumacher of Lost Boys fame to helm the director's chair. And Joel Schumacher made it clear that his intent was to make a more lighthearted, campier film than the other two Burton films. Now, I will say that after all these years, there are some good elements of Batman Forever, I would argue even superior to Batman Returns. For example, we do get more into the psyche of Bruce Wayne. Check out this scene, for example, where he's talking about his parents' murder.
The red book, his journal, he'd written in it every day of my life. But now he'd never write in it again. At that moment, I knew my life would never be the same. Out into the storm, trying to outrun the rage, pain.
That's more in-depth than we ever got with Tim Burton. And there's some actually nice shots of Batman as well. One of my favorite shots is after Two-Face blasts him, thinking him dead, Batman comes out of the rubble and stands with a backdrop of fire behind him. So the question is, why would I not recommend this film over Batman Returns, even though there are many elements superior to it? Because of this, and this, and this. So the film begins with Batman collecting his utensils, and then we have a nice shot of him approaching his Batmobile. And just when you think you might have a very good-looking Batman film,
can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll get drive-through.
yeah, you have misplaced humor. So Batman arrives and finds Two-Face. The problem with Two-Face is we don't get to see how he becomes Two-Face. He's just already thrown into the mix. We're told later in the film that him and Bruce Wayne were friends, but we don't see any relationship between them, so we can't feel anything. So Two-Face's downfall is never shown in the film, and therefore that emotional connection with the character is lost. All we get is a bumbling character with very poor makeup. No, actually, the sad truth is that the Two-Face makeup was done by Rick Baker. The same Rick Baker who's done quite a few great special effects in the past, like An American Werewolf in London, for example. Here presents him some of the worst makeup job he's done. A Two-Face that's just, well, just not that good. There's nothing frightening about the character. It just looks like a fake prosthetic painted purple. By all accounts, Two-Face is probably second to Joker as one of the most intriguing and psychologically deep characters in the Batman universe. Batman Forever's biggest crime is taking Two-Face and relegating him into not only a buffoonish clown, but then when you enter Riddler, he becomes Riddler's lackey. Jimmy Carrey tries to capture the spirit of Frank Gorshin with his flexible performances and the laughter. However, there's no reason why the Riddler should have been the main villain. If anything, he should have been second to Two-Face.
What's wrong?
Last night at the bank, I noticed something about Two-Face. His coin. It's his Achilles heel. It can be exploited.
I know. You called me here for this. The bat signal is not a beeper.
Nicole Kidman's performance as Chase Meridian, I will admit, is a pretty good performance. And I will also admit that the love angle between Bruce and Chase Meridian of all the Batman films is probably the best out of all of them. Yes, even better than Bruce Vicky Vale, and definitely better than Bruce Catwoman. Probably the best love angle in all the Batman films. Batman and Chase visit a circus act, among whom are the Flying Graysons. However, after Two-Face intervenes and causes a ruckus, the Flying Graysons are murdered, leaving young Dick Grayson without a family. Bruce Wayne, feeling guilty because Batman didn't show up to prevent the incident, adopts Dick Grayson as his own. Dick's curious mind, however, leads him to the revelation that Bruce Wayne is actually Batman. After Jace continues to associate more and more with Bruce Wayne and learns more and more about him, she becomes more detached from Batman, much to Batman's delight, of course. And one night, Chase and Bruce are together in his mansion, and after they share a kiss, she realizes that she may have kissed Batman the whole time. Now this scene is actually pretty well done, when we see more of Bruce's torment and his personal suffering. Again, this is done much better than Tim Burton's versions. However, Joel Schumacher prevents himself from going all out and presenting a brooding and gloomy Batman, and just when you think he's about to show respect and maturity to a character, you get this scene.
Remember the plan. Seize and capture. No killing.
Now this scene is obviously reminiscent of the scene in Batman 1966 when Adam West Bruce Wayne takes on the gang of thugs mano a mano. Now I don't have a problem with Joel Schumacher camping it up in these scenes. My problem is he's doing it in a time when Batman is no longer accepted as campy. When Adam West did his film in 1966, all versions of Batman, comic book, cartoons, you name it, had a campy, cartoonish, family-friendly Batman. By the time the 80s and 90s rode into play, Batman was accepted as a serious psychological character. Schumacher tried to undo that with the silliness in this film. So after the Riddler destroys the Batcave and Chase is kidnapped, Bruce enlists aid of some nice technical machines and a new Batsuit. Oh wait. Oh. The Batbutt. Damn. However, in comes Robin, and the cycle is complete. Dick Grayson's suffering results in the formation of a new character, a new sidekick for Batman. And I will say that Robin's development here is much better than anything we've seen with Bruce Wayne from 1989 until now.
I promise I won't kill Harvey.
So the two of them agree to become a team and to take on Two-Face and Riddler. After a long drawn-out battle, Two-Face is killed accidentally after Dick Grayson, Robin, realizes that killing him will not be the answer. And the Riddler's attempt to become master of everybody backfires on him when Batman delivers his own riddle. Riddler is then transferred to Arkham Asylum and probably lives out the rest of his life as an insane, deformed maniac. Two-Face is dealt a short deck, and his character, I believe, was wasted and ruined in this film. And then you have the bat nipples. I mean, come on. I mean, this did not belong in the film at all. A debate can be had about which is superior, Batman Forever or Batman Returns. I've heard many compelling arguments and valid points as to why Batman Forever is superior to Returns, and I would not invalidate those points at all. However, because of the aforementioned shots of the bat butt, the bat nipple, as well as the dumbing down of Two-Face, all of that relegates Forever below Returns. On a scale of 1 to 4, I give it 2 stars. And that's actually a retroactive rating on my part. Back in '95 when the film was released, I gave it 1 star, because I was so upset about how camped up and how hammed up and how gayed up this film was. However, as time went on, and I was able to judge it on a clearer mind, I realized that Batman Returns was actually a worse film than I had remembered, while Forever actually was probably better in some areas.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Now when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Wanna pull up tough cause you notice that butt was stuffed deep in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby, I wanna get whipped out and take your picture. My homeboys tried to warn me.